Very good evening, all. Thanks for joining. So today we are continuing the yesterday's session, basic networking. So anybody have any questions here? No questions? Thank you. So the continuation part of class ABC network we are going to discuss today. So class ABC. So basically this class A and class B and class C, these three classes we are using in LAN and WAN networks. Okay, LAN and WAN networks. So basically, LAN and WAN I already explained in the networking concept yesterday. I hope everyone you understand very clearly. So this is a LAN and a WAN network. This is a LAN and a WAN network. So LAN network and WAN network, only you can use any device, only class A and class B and class A IP address. But how you are identifying class A, class B and class C networks? So in this range, that's a very important. Okay. So basically private IP address are very less quantity and public IP address are very huge quantity. So if we are eliminating a private IP address from this list, the remaining IP address all are public IP address. That's a very simple concept. That's a very simple concept. So public and private IPs. Okay, public and private IPs. So here in this particular class A, class B, and class C network, okay, class A and class B and class C network, I will divide first private IP address. Okay, private IP address. Private IP range. In private IP range for class A, for class A. IP address 10.0.0.02, 10.255.255.255. This range is private IP address in class A. And class B, which is 172.16.0.02, 172.31.0 sorry, 255.255, 172.31.255.255. That is a class B private IP address range. Next, class C is 192.168.0.0 Okay, to 192.168.255.255. This is the range. These are the class A, B, C ranges. Perfect. So class A, class B, class C, private IP address range you have noted down. And what about what about a private IP, public IP address? So public IP address means, okay, the statement is very simple statement. Okay. Except class A private IPs remain all or public IP address in class A network. This is a statement. Everybody's understand? Girish? Shiva?
Yes, sir.
The statements are very clear, right? So except private IP address of the class A, remaining all are public IP address in class A network. What about class B? What about class B? So class B also same statement, except class B private IP address remaining all are public IP address in class B network. Class B network. And third one, class C, except class C private IP address remaining all are public IP address in class C network. That's it. So this is the public range. So public range, it is very difficult to remember. So everybody can please remember this private IP address. Public IP address, it comes with internet. Private IP address, it comes with a local network with your Wi-Fi. It will assign. It will assign or manually also. So I'll give you a minute of time so you can think and tell me any kind of questions from your side. Any questions? No questions? So you can go to command prompt. Okay, so let's go to the commands. Commands. Basic commands. Basic networking commands. Basic networking commands. The first command is IP config. So what is the use of IP config? What is the use of IP config?
To get the system IP address.
Yeah. So to know the IP address of the system. Which system? Windows operating system. Windows operating system. Okay. Perfect. So next, suppose if you are checking a command in Linux, ifconfig. Okay. This is Linux operating system. Okay. Next, what is IP config /all? IP config space /all. So what is that? To know the complete details of IP address and network history of the Windows operating system. This is IP config shell. Next command is ipconfig release. Ipconfig release. So guys, actually I'm outside, so I'm unable to run these commands because of my network will disconnect. So probably whenever possible in the live session, in the lab, I'll show you. Okay, these all commands will get practice one day. Huh? Don't worry. So ipconfig release. Release the IP address from Windows system. Okay. And next command, ipconfig renew. To get a new IP address from DHCP enabled server or device. Okay. So any other comments? Anybody can tell me? So as of now, these commands are very useful to you. So please by heart this IP address, very, very important for you. Yeah. So I just explained about this IP address a lot. Sorry, these commands are only related to the networking related commands. Even Windows related commands are different. So that we will discuss in the once I'm explaining anyway the scenario in Windows. So now this is related to only network level. And one more command, ping. Ping. Ping is a command to check the connectivity between two systems. To check the connectivity between two systems. Okay, to check the connectivity between two systems. So string space IP address. That's very important. Okay. String space IP address. So guys, I'm going to explain the next concept is very most important topic. How the system will get connecting to other system, how system will get connected to the other system by using the backend network routes. Okay, so once I'll explain a couple of scenarios, then we can leave for the day. Okay, so network communication, how really it's happening behind the story of the system. Communication. Okay. Example, this is system A. Okay, this is system A. And this is system B. Suppose the system A IP address 10.0.0.10 and system B IP address 10.0.0.20. So can anyone tell me this IP address R belongs to which class?
Class A.
Question number 1, class A. Perfect answer. Yeah. Next. These IP address are private IP address or public IP address? Question
Private.
number 2. Private. Perfect. So now these IP address are connected. So like an example, system A, system B, the IP address are there. Now there is a data is there. Now there is a data. Now there is a data. There is a data. Now I want to transfer from system A to system B. System A to system B. Is this possible or not? Is this possible or not? That is my question.
It is possible.
It is
What are-
possible. Correct. It is possible. So how you are telling?
Because those are on the same IP range. 10.0.10.
Same IP range. Same IP range. That's correct. So how we are deciding that same IP range based on IP address subnet. So basically, this 10.0.0.10 is the IP address, and the behind there is some subnet mask is there. So class A default subnet mask is 255.0.0.0, and class B also subnet mask is 255.0.0.0. That means range. So if this particular IP, so here the root is if it is a 255.0.0.0 means, okay, the IP address range is 10.x.x.x. That's the meaning of root. Okay, the 255 means 10 is a fixed value. The remaining all are 0.0. Means it's a floating value. So that means if you're giving that 10.x.x means the network will reach up to where it will go? Where it will go? It will go up to the root will be 10.255.255.255. Understand? This is the end address. So this is a starting address. Now my question is, this particular system B is available between this range, this IP is available or not?
Yes, sir.
It is available. Yes, because 10.0.0 is a starting address and ending with a 10.255.255.255. Now, system B is a part of this network. So definitely this system will reach the network. System A can able to communicate system. This is a scenario number one. This is a scenario number one. Okay. So shall we go to the scenario number two? Hmm? Hmm? Next, scenario number two. Example number two. So the same concept, system A, but system B is not the same IP range. Probably this is 172.16.0.10. Okay. Now this subnet mask is 255.255.0.0. This is a class B IP. Yes. Now can tell me, this system able to communicate to this system?
No, sir.
No. So why? This network is different.
Range is
This
different.
network is different. Yes, range is different. Then you need to configure the router. Configure the router. So in this router, you need to enable two networks. What are the two networks you need to enable? Anybody can tell me? Anybody tell me what are the routes we need to enable in this particular router? 10.x.x.x and 172.16.x.x. These two networks we need to add. So once we have added, these two systems able to communicate. So router is a communication device between one network to another network. Okay. But a switcher, that is a basic switch, it will not support. Basic switch, it will not support. Router will support. Suppose if a high-end router, high-end switches, if you have, then you can add the routes. Okay. That's the reason. So in the real-time environment, the routers and switches are managed by separate team. So if you need a network communication, you need to send a request. They will enable on the router network. They are allowing the connection to access the destination. Okay.
So can we not use a broadcasting hub?
Broadcasting hub. What is meaning of broadcasting hub? Can you please tell me?
Okay. Like when a packet is sent, that would contain the destination IP address. So when it reaches to the hub, it will start broadcasting that IP address to all the devices which are in that range. And whichever range the IP address is matching, the data would be pushed to that.
That is not correct network, brother, because suppose I'm a postman. Okay. So good question. But your question is very valid. But nowadays I'm not teaching that concept. So you're asking, that's why I'm giving an example. So broadcasting. So there are communication types are there. One is a unicast, multicast, broadcast. Unicast means one-to-one communication. I know where I need to go and whom should I talk. So multicast means I know the group of people where I need to go and I can talk. Broadcast means I don't know whoever, anybody can talk. So best example is unicast is cell phone line. So I'm directly dialing the number, I'm talking each other. Multicast means group call. Just like now we are conducting the meeting and you people are listening my class. Broadcasting means maybe I'm a radio jockey. I'm just commenting some public news or private news, some cricket, some other sports news in the radio channel 92.5 FM. Okay. And whoever people having the radio device, they'll put the frequency 92.7. My audio will listen. That is called broadcast. So in the network level, if keep on sending the broadcast packets, it consuming the more bandwidth. So unnecessarily, the traffic we are increasing, the actual traffic will get suffer and the communication will get slow. So that's why nowadays we are not using hub devices. Hub devices, definitely they'll do the broadcasting. Nowadays we are not using the hub device. They are gone. Those days are gone. So nowadays we are using layer 3 switches and the routers. So this type of advanced level devices we are using. Dell, Cisco, Juniper, okay, different switches are used. Okay, my career was started with that broadcasting on 16 years back. Nowadays it's not there. Okay, so nowadays nobody will teaching that concept. Completely eliminating. Even if you go to shop, you will not get a hub. You will get at least minimum switch, small switch, 8-pin switch. You will get it. There is no hub device now. Hub devices are completely gone.
Uh,
Any more questions, please? No questions? Perfect. So please, guys, review the video for multiple times. So tomorrow I'm going to take the
So
AWS
one,
Cloud
one,
Network
one question,
Communication.
sir.
Yeah, let me finish, then you can ask. Okay. So tomorrow I'm going to set up the AWS Cloud Network. So inch by inch, I'm going to configure. Everything is a new configuration from the scratch level. So whatever the concept I'm explaining, okay. So you need to understand. So if you want to understand, these classes are very, very important. Okay. So yeah, you can go ahead, Girish.
I could see that there is something called default gateway on my Wi-Fi
Mhm.
connector. When I search with ipconfig/all,
So basically, default gateway is just like a main gate of your home. So after the internet connection you're taking to your home, so your Wi-Fi router, it acts as a broker between your internet connection and intranet connection. So whatever the IP address internally, like that's a private IP address, that is your gateway. So mostly your Wi-Fi router IP address is 10.0.0.1, 192.168.0.1, 192.168.1.1, and 172.16.0.1 or 172.16.1.1. These are the IP addresses are available based on the brands.
yeah, 192, 190 plus.
So guys, everything I'm telling completely without checking, right? So these IP address, everything. So don't expect everybody want to go on that way. Okay, just you understand the layman terminology. Okay, network is this. Okay, this is a public address. This is a private address. You understand that level. Okay, so maybe my background is networking. My background is hacking. Okay, so maybe I learned so many things. I have attended class and I worked in multiple companies and multiple projects. So maybe I gained the knowledge. Maybe you are new to this technology. You don't want to bother about how I'm teaching and very deeply, and you are not understanding the concept. Just you understand, okay, this is the communication, this is the IP address, this is a usage. Okay, this is the way only we are connecting. You please just trust that concept. That's enough. Okay. Example, I just entered in Hyderabad in railway station, Secunderabad. Okay, I want to I want to go to Kukatpalli. So I don't want to research. I don't want to research. So I'm asking somebody, hey, which bus will go to Kukatpalli? The person will tell bus number 10. Why bus number 10 will go to Kukatpalli? Why bus number 11 will not go to Kukatpalli? I should not able to do the research. Understand? Okay, bus number 10 go to Kukatpalli. That's it. Fine. Okay, this route how it will go? So example, if you don't know Hyderabad, please leave it. Don't worry. Okay. Uh, so example, Secunderabad, Panjagutta, Amirpet, Eragadda, Balnagar Circle, Kukatpalli, like that. So if other person also they want to go to Eragadda, so he will get into the bus number 10 only. So because of the longest destination, Secunderabad to Kukatpalli, 0.0.0 to 255.255. So anybody can and you can enter into the vehicle. Okay, in the same route. So route is very important. So like that way. So here, if 10.0.0.10 means is a 10.0.20 means maybe these are the two destinations in the broad network. This is the starting point. This is ending point. Between this is one point. This is one point. So both are able to communicate. Both are able to communicate. That's the reason I'm explaining here. I'll give you one more example. I'm in Hyderabad. I want to go to Delhi. Okay. So Delhi route is separate, Chennai route is separate. So if I want to go to some station name called Nellore, okay. If I board in a Delhi bus, this will not go. I need to get down. I need to get into the Chennai route. So you need to identify the basic routes. That's enough. That's a basic routes. You can understand that concept. So first of all, you need to understand what is IP, what is IP address structure, what is IP address range, and what are the classifications, what are the class range, and what are the classes subnet mask. So class A 255.0.0 and class B 255.255.0.0. Class C 255, 255, 255.0. So 255 is a network, 0 is a host. So if number of more network is required, you can go to the class A. And if you need a less networks, less IP address of the hosts, we can go to class C. Okay, going forward, I'll explain because if I need a practical, I want to show you, then only you'll get the more information about that. This is a very basic information yesterday and today, whatever I explained. Any other questions, please? If no questions, we'll wind up the class today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So request